It is October 30th, 2019. We are at 6145 Kimberly Drive in La Mesa, California, 91942. We're here on the rooftop of the house, and we're basically above the bathroom that's here in the garage. We have one 2-inch vent. Another company had cambered and inspected the line. We're going to go ahead and re-inspect this to show the main with areas that are holding water. Here's our transition from the vent pipe into the horizontal drain line. You can see we immediately go into a little pocket or pool of standing water. Have a little turn on the line as it leaves from the foundation wall. We're now into the crawl space under the house. See, this is all holding water right here due to the way the pipe was installed. This is cast iron 3-inch pipe. So we're right at about 10 feet out right now. We started just a little bit past 14 to get into the horizontal. We're now at 25 feet and still holding water here. Nobody's in the house. We're not running any water. A little bit of debris right there. And there we go. We're just coming out of that to this turn. This is looks like a possible T-junction right here, but it might be just an open-end T that's just used for the turn, not actually collecting anything on the back side. We can tell from going into the crawl space. So you can see here, till we get to this T fitting, which is going to be about 16 feet total, because we deduct 14 feet for that vertical down the vent. So we got about a 16-foot run of pipe right there to this T-junction, or this turn on the line, until we basically come out of that area that's holding water. We're going to push through this here with our camera. I got to push kind of quick to make that turn. We have just a little bit of standing water here as well still. So now we'll continue, and then you can see there's another little turn on the line. And this is, I believe, right where it begins to go straight. So you can see right here now we got a little bit of water going by that our camera's kind of pushed. So we basically pushed out about almost 20 feet horizontally across the sewer main, and we're now into the part of the main that should be a straight shot. So this part of the main sewer should be running straight with one little turn we'll see right here maybe. Okay. Still got a little bit of standing water here with no water running. So it looks like the bottom of the pipe has got some water still in it from buildup and other debris. So we're going to push through this here and let this settle and see if this is where we finally, from this point on, is our straight shot, and if we have no more standing water. So we're right at 40 feet right here. So we basically have gone about 26 feet. So we're going to push through the rest of this line here. So this is all still the original 3-inch cast. This should be our straight run. And on the left side of the pipe coming up, we'll have our T-junction where the other, and that's right here. Here we go, about 10 feet away. So you can see right here at about 50 feet almost, we have our junction. This picks up the 2 bathrooms for the main part of the house and all the fixtures on there. So from here, the line just runs a straight shot out, and you can see it's nice and open, very minimal deposits or scale of buildup for the age of the cast iron. So it's completely functional. We don't have any standing water in the system. We'll see as we continue down the line if we ever get any, but so far it looks really good. Again, minimal deposits and scaling of deposits on the walls of the pipe in the bottom there. Everything still looks completely fine. Still good, and here we go. We're coming up to the property line cleanout. So you can see right there, that is the property line cleanout. That's the T opening that's buried underground. I believe the other plumber had noted on his video that it was about 20 inches deep, and he put a little green paint dot right in front of the sidewalk where this was at. So none of this pipe needs to be dug up and replaced or repaired. but back from the 40-foot mark till we get to this straight piece and backwards, that main right there is going to need to be replaced to get rid of that area that's containing and holding water. So it's about a 26-foot section. But again, that's not by the front of the house in the crawl space. It's farther back when you get going from the toilet off the garage as it's running across the crawl space, and then eventually it makes the straight run connection to this part of the house before it even 10 feet before it gets to where the bathrooms turn into this pipe that we're in right here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and try to get a smaller camera that's not self-leveling like this one down the kitchen or laundry vent so we can show that pipe. So we're going to pause the video. Okay, so we now have a smaller camera. That is the kitchen vent pipe. This is the laundry vent. There's our other camera going down the 2-inch sewer vent from above the toilet. So we're going to go down this laundry stack here. It may have some turns or other debris on it, so we're not going to guarantee we're going to be able to get through this, but we're going to just give it a try and see if we can. You see a lot of cobwebs and debris on the pipe here. We do have a turn on the line, it looks like, so we're going to pull this back up and see if we can even make this. Get a clear view of what we've got here. If not, we'll try the kitchen vent, see if that's a straight shot into the line or not. Here we do have a turn on the line. It's a small camera. We'll give it a try to see if we can push through all this. Not a guarantee though, because it's going to have another turn right after this one. It's going to go vertical again. Okay, there we go. We're back coming down the vertical now. So you can see some buildup from just clothes and laundry detergent and everything else that's in the system besides some of the cast iron flaking pieces. So we're not going to try to push through this one from here. It's not going to get through the line. We're going to go ahead and try, see if we can maybe get through the kitchen line if at all possible, but part of that is original cast iron, so we can't guarantee that as well. So we're going to go ahead and just move our equipment over here to the kitchen vent. Now the reason we're trying to go down these two vents right here is there is a clean out, I believe, in the laundry room for the that stack we were just on, but I don't know if it'll get through there either. There's no exterior clean out for the kitchen, but the report that was given said it needed to replace the kitchen and laundry line. Now we crawled all the way into the crawl space and found that the kitchen and laundry line, the original pipe, was abandoned and wasn't properly terminated where it connected into, but it's been abandoned, and the kitchen and laundry line become plastic and are rerouted and off this other bathroom off the garage. So unless we find another condition, which nobody had inspected them with the camera, I'm not really sure why they were stating that. So you can see this is a newer ABS T-junction right here, so that must be under the sink where they had replaced part of that. And then we're going across, now we're back into this cast iron. So here we're in original cast iron pipe that's coming down. Don't know if our camera is going to make this turn or not here. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. We got one smaller camera than this one, so it's a nano camera from Rigid. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video and see if we can maneuver that camera through this junction. Okay, so we've got another smaller camera, a little different push rod. We'll see if that'll maneuver through. We're trying to use a smaller camera because on some of these older fittings and turns, the standard 1-inch camera like we went into the toilet sometimes just may get hung up or drag a lot of debris. So we'll try every which one we can here to try to get through this system if at all possible, but we'll try a couple different cameras here first. So this one's kind of hanging up. Parts of it, but we don't know if we're really making the turn very well. It's kind of binding up at this cast iron bottom. Camera head's kind of clogged up right now. Not maneuvering through there super easy, so we're going to pause the video again. Okay, here's our next camera. This is a 1-inch camera, a little bit different push rod than, again, the other one we're using. Let's see if this can maneuver through this last drop section here, which is right here. Okay, there we go. Finally got through there. So you can see that this is plastic pipe. So this has all been replaced. This is going across. You can see the kitchen debris that's kind of mucked up in there. Getting pretty heavy, actually. The camera's still getting through the line. Here we go. And it's junctioning across. We got a lot more heavy buildup here. But again, we wanted to show for the record that the kitchen drain line and the laundry drain line do not need to be replaced. I'm not sure how that came up on the other report. The other company did, as far as I saw, did not do a camera inspection of these lines. And from a full-on camera inspection right here, as you can see, and what we did visually under the house, there are two vertical sticks coming out from the floor level at the foundation walls of cast iron coming vertically down, and then those junction into this new plastic pipe we're sitting in right here in the crawl space. Then this runs across and it ends about where we're at right here, and it goes back into cast iron pipe for a couple small turns and fittings, where then it tees and junctions into the 3-inch main where our other camera just went in through for that toilet from the garage. So the line does, again, not need to be replaced. Eventually it's going to need to be snaked and cleaned, or a small hydrojetting to clean out some of the buildup in there over time with any typical household. But at this time it doesn't need to be replaced. Now when the main sewer gets replaced for the other bathroom, or if it does, that T-junction that picks up this line, which we're coming up to right about here, that will get replaced and be replaced with plastic as well. So the plastic that we're in right now, where it's about to end coming up right here, the last few literally inches or so with a couple turns, the cast iron turns and fittings, those will be replaced with plastic. But the line itself does not need to be replaced in any other fashion. I'm not sure what the other report was referring to when they stated kitchen and laundry line need to be replaced. Okay, so we're done through this line here, so we're going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so what we did, we just poured some water down the vent pipe here. We're going to pour a little bit more. We pulled the camera back. So again, we're in that plastic pipe here for the kitchen and laundry. And so we just poured some more down the vent pipe. So there you go. You can see all the water draining by, perfectly clear, and it drains out good. There's no sag or belly to the line on the new plastic that was put in. And then right here is that turn where we go back up, and we're back in the cast iron. That's the T-junction that picks up the laundry as well. So let me go ahead and see if we can put a little bit of water down the laundry vent if it happens to go by where we're at right here with the camera. I don't know if it's going to be this spot, but I'll just go ahead and try to put this through the pipe here. Oh, there we go. Here it's running by right there. There's where the laundry that we just dumped down their vent. So that's the T-junction. So this turn, it was a little difficult from a couple of the cameras to make. That's the T-junction that picks up the laundry. So you can see the water running by right there. So again, kitchen and laundry are good. The last little tiny section will get replaced when the main gets done for the toilet eventually, but nothing else needs to be done on this part of the system. So that concludes the recording for this property.